Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame.
Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. Alright, so this one right here, we got some more of the Isolde Dolphin hero for you. And yeah, we start off real strong. We got Stratos and we got Neo Space Connector. Well, not just Stratos, but we're gonna say we got a Hero Lives and the Neo Space Connector. So we're gonna go ahead and add that Shadow Mist so that we have a good pitch target off of our Dolphin, and we're going to special summon out the Dolphin with the Neo Space Connector. And yeah, we're going to activate his effect, discarding the Shadow Mist, to go ahead and try to get a card out of my opponent's hand. So we're going to activate his effect. He gets imperm, don't have to discard since it is not a cost in order for that to happen. So yeah, ends up happening like that, but we still good because we got Ferris, we got Crosskeeper, we still going to get in that hand. And we also have Vion, so yeah, that was an accident. Go ahead and special summon the Ferris by pitching a Shadow Mist. We're going to use Shadow Mist effect to go ahead and grab our Liquid Soldier. Then we are going to link together our Ferris and our Stratos to go ahead and get a Isolde. We're going to use a Isolde's effect to go ahead and grab our Vanilla Neos. And I was doing it like this because why didn't I didn't grab the Vanilla Neos because I need to be able to special summon him out on the board in order to get a good amount of cards from his hand. So I didn't want to do it just like that. So we're going to add the other Neo Space Connector instead. We're going to pitch the Durandal to go ahead and special summon out our Renaud. And then we're going to use Renaud's effect to go ahead and grab back the Durandal. And then we're going to activate that to get our Fire Flint Lady. That way we can special summon our Vion, and we'll be able to use Vion's effect to go ahead and send our Vanilla Neos so that we can get to that. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. We're going to go ahead and special summon out the Fire Flint Lady, I do believe. No, we don't have to. I think like at this point I was kind of scared that he might nib me. No, I guess not. We pitched a Crosskeeper? What in the world was I thinking? We pitched a Crosskeeper to bring back out the Shadow Mist. And not sure exactly why I did that. We're going to link those together in order. Oh, because I wanted the Dolphin to still be out on the board. To make the 3 Appaloosa, we're going to use the Fire Flint Lady, special summon it, and then tribute it off to special summon out our Vion. Then we're going to use Vion's effect to go ahead and pitch out our Vanilla Neos. And this will, allow us to use Neo Space Connector to go ahead and special summon out that Vanilla Neos. And we'll also go ahead and banish the Ferris to add our Polymerization from deck to hand. And yeah, I feel like I probably could have did this turn a little bit better when I use Neo Space Connector's effect to go ahead and special summon out our Vanilla Neos, because we can tribute him in order to do that. And yeah, I could have swore I hand looped him for more cards than this. I feel like I messed up somewhere, but we'll go ahead and tribute those off. Go ahead and special summon out our Infernal Rage. We'll not tribute those off, but we'll poly them to get our favorite contact, and we'll also get the draw 2 and discard 1 because of our Graceful Charity effect. And I drew pretty crazy broken here because we got the in shuffle, and I think I just need more practice with this deck in order to do things correctly. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Neo Space Connector there, and trying to decide what's my best case thing to do here. We go ahead and tribute off the Infernal Rage to special summon out the Aqua Dolphin, the elemental hero Aqua Dolphin one. Then we'll use Crosskeeper's effect to draw 2, put 1 back, and we went ahead and put back our Spirit of Neos so that we can special summon him out to the board and get our instant contact. So we get our first discard there in 3, and we hit the nib. So it was good that we went into Appaloosa, because yeah, we were definitely gonna get nibbed there. Then we're going to go ahead and activate this in shuffle, and I'm trying to decide which one is better to shuffle back in. And I probably should have shuffled. I'm hoping I shuffled in the fusion one, because that would allow me to yeah. So we special back in the fusion one, bring out the Spirit of Neos. We're going to activate the Spirit of Neos effect. That's going to add the instant contact from our deck to our hand. Then we'll be able to activate the instant contact to bring out the one of the little dolphin, and we have to bring out the little dolphin here. Then we're going to pitch the Book of Moon, I believe, to get another card out of his hand. We go ahead and hit the first one, and we see that we're playing against Sky Striker, which is horrible because Appaloosa, I feel like, you know, my Link monsters don't do anything against this deck really. Now we're going to shuffle the Vanilla Neos back in with End Shuffle to go ahead and be able to draw a card. And this is where my opponent gets like pretty lucky right here, because I drew the Vanilla Neos. I really needed to shuffle him back for him to stay in the deck so I could special summon him with Spirit of Neos' effect, and then I would have been able to get another card out of his hand. So yeah, and he asked to see the favorite contact. We go ahead and show him that, and it sucks because like after this, I don't know, like if I was like a little bit, I probably might have been like a little bit tilted and stuff here. Nah, I can't say that I was. I just ended up like making a bunch of play mistakes from this turn here, and it's crazy because I should have hand looped him. I should have hand looped him for at least one more card, because you know I should have the Vanilla Neos with the Neo space in there, and then be able to take another card out of his hand. So yeah, right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and make the IP, and the Neo Spatian Dolphin, because he was brought out with instant contact, returns back to the deck. And there goes the Widow Anchor to negate my Appaloosa. He's only got 2 cards, and this is where I say, you know, I messed up, because right here on Ray's effect, you know, before he entered the battle phase, I go ahead and tell him battle phase is fine. And just like my inexperience with this deck, I forgot that IP can't not activate during the battle phase. It has to activate during the main phase. So what should have happened here, which is one of the reasons why I like watching my videos, even if I do happen to lose, is that I should have definitely flipped favorite contact during the main phase, forced out the Ray effect, and then before entering the battle phase, I could have went ahead and did IP into Unicorn to go ahead and whatchamacallit. Nah, actually that wouldn't have worked either. I would have had to have gone like Unicorn first, which really would have sucked, because then he would still, you know, get his effects off and stuff in the battle phase, because I would destroy a monster with Shiny Neos Wingman, and then he would get Ray's effect. But I mean, I guess like at the same time, at least I would have, you know, been in a better position than what I end up here, because now I'm just like pretty much in position to lose the game. So yeah, I ended up really messing up this game this turn. The thing about, you know, using a new style of deck is like, and then just putting it together without practicing, trying to do things with it and stuff, it's just like, yeah, it was like a horrible idea. And then the 3 negate Appaloosa that just gets negate by the Widow Anchor. There's just like different, I don't know. Yeah, probably could have played this a whole lot better. So yeah, the other thing I don't really like about this style of deck is like the follow-up doesn't feel all that great. But we did draw the Rotor for turn, so we're going to be able to go grab Stratos, and we'll be able to use Stratos' effect to go ahead and try to take out 2 of his back rows, which, you know, it being a striker deck, pretty sure they're quick players that he can go ahead and just chain anyway. But inside the style of deck, there's like adding a hero monster to my hand actually pretty much does nothing. But it didn't matter. He had the Call by the Grave there, hits the Stratos that I had in grave, and that is going to allow him to negate my Stratos' effect and still have this other back row card back there. And we'll go ahead and link those 2 together. We have a second Isolde inside of our deck. We're going to activate his effect, and that's going to get Widow anchored as well. And yeah, this Shizu is like pretty crazy to get off inside of there. And I don't have anything really left inside of my extra deck in order to deal with it. Don't have any graveyard effects or anything to be able to get at them. So, start counting up that graveyard. Try to see if I have enough damage to maybe push and kill through this. Because I can't attack with the Isolde first because Shizu has that effect that's making him weaker. That's making my Isolde weaker than his Link monster. So yeah, trying to figure out like how much damage and stuff he would take, but he hasn't really taken any or anything else other than that. So when we attack over it, it's not going to be enough, which is, pretty crazy because usually like with heroes, when you go like the full board combo thing, you end up like having like this well, not that he didn't have like massive attack, it just wasn't enough to be able to finish him off. So we go to try to attack with a Isolde, and he'll activate Ray's effect to go ahead and get Shizuku, and yeah, that's gonna be more than enough to finish me off because he just grabbed Widow Anchor or something. And yeah, so as y'all can see, we completely threw that game. Yeah, so many bad play mistakes, so many things done wrong. I think like one of the other things that I also forgot was I could have, what is it? I could have like shuffled back the Dolphin since the Dolphin wasn't like really like doing anything at all. But I guess it didn't really matter. I was trying to find a way to hand loop him for 5. We hand looped for 4, right? Did we hand loop for 4? No, we hand looped for 3. Or did we hand loop for 2? It was one of them. Anyway, we were trying to hand loop our opponent to get his whole entire hand. That's one of the cool things I like about this deck. But I don't recommend playing this deck this format. It was something fun that I played because there aren't like too many people at my locals on Unchained. And yeah, because you definitely don't want to run this deck into Unchained. You are definitely losing that because it's not a discard effect. It's a destroy effect. And yeah, they get all their effects when they're destroyed. So, it's just something. If there's not a lot of Unchained at your locals, go ahead and try it out. But if there is, you definitely don't want to play this deck because, yeah, they're going to become tearlaments on you. We go ahead and start off our turn with a Hero Lives into Vion, and then Vion, he's going to attempt to ash me, but we got the Call by the Grave, and then we'll pitch the Shadow Mist, use Shadow Mist effect to go ahead and grab our Liquid Soldier. And I'm pretty sure here we're going to banish the Shadow Mist to add our Polymerization from deck to hand. And right here we'll be able to triple Tactics Talent. We're going to look at our opponent's hand, we're going to send back the Nib, and he's got those 3 striker spells now. So now it is time to see if we can get into the hand looping part of our deck. We're going to go ahead and link those 2 together, make our Isolde, use Isolde's effect to grab our Vanilla Neos, and we're also going to use the effect to send an equip card. So we're looking for the equip card that we want to send. I do believe we want it to be the Living Fossil because we already got the Durandal in hand. So we'll be able to special summon out the Renard, grab that back, and then go ahead and go ahead and link those off. After grabbing that, we'll go ahead and make our Cross Sheep here. Then we'll activate the Polymerization using the Liquid Soldier and our Vanilla Neos to bring out Infernal Rage. Activating our chain links here, we're going to go ahead and add our favorite contact from deck to hand. If you're going to special summon Stratos with Cross Sheep's effect, you have to make sure that it's last inside of the chain. And yeah, otherwise Stratos will miss timing to add a card from your deck to your hand. So now we get the Stratos because we drew the Crosskeeper for our turn. So we're going to grab the Spirit of Neos. Then we will be able to go ahead and pitch the Crosskeeper to special summon out our Spirit of Neos. We'll be able to use his effect to grab our instant contact. And yeah, time to get looping now. So we'll be able to activate our instant contact after we'll be able to activate our instant contact here. Pay 1,000, special summon it out. But after he saw that, he knew I was about to start hand looping him, so he goes ahead and scoops up the game. Now, going into game 3 here, because he saw game 1, hand looped him for a lot, even though my end board didn't end up being all that great against him. It's like game 2, he concedes to the hand loop. So going into game 3, I'm thinking to myself, there's no way he is going to make me go first in this game, and yeah, so, I sided, pretty heavily for going second because that's what I figured was going to end up happening. I left in the hero lives and stuff because we still had plenty of time because he like scooped so fast going into that turn. I want to say we still had like 14-15 minutes and stuff going into this game. And yeah, we sided. I'm going second. I take out like the Book of Moons and Book of Eclipses and stuff because he ends with the extra deck monsters on the board. And yeah, it's just like you don't really get the chance to Book of Moon out the the ray, because it has the chain effect, the quick effect to get it off the board before you can Book of Moon it. And since it tributes for cost, it's like you can't do it after her effect either. So yeah, we draw our hand. One of the things I also noticed about it is like I tend to draw the equip card quite a bit, which is pretty bad. So I went ahead and changed it up a little bit and added in a third equip card because I really need to be able to special summon a Crosskeeper sometimes. And yeah, we summoned the Space Connector to start off. He did let me go first. We get impermed on that, but we have the Fire Flint Lady for extension. And at this point I'm trying to decide if I want to use her effect to go ahead and special summon out this my Shadow Mist so that I can get the add off of my hero monster. But I go ahead and decide it's probably better not to do it. But yeah, then we decide it is better to do it so I can get that hero inside of my hand. We're gonna go ahead and make a Isolde using those two. We go chain link one Shadow Mist, chain link 2 Isolde, and right here we are going to go ahead and add, trying to decide what to add here because I want it to be something like useful so that I can try to make this miracle fusion work. But I also have to keep in mind that I'm not able to special summon or activate the effects of the monster that I add. So we're just going to go ahead and add out the vanilla Neos there. We're going to special summon Renaud, use Renaud's effect to grab the Durandal. And not sure why I flipped and showed my entire hand there. But yeah, we're going to Durandal, go ahead and add the Fire Flint Lady, which is, not really useful because I already activated this effect. But we're going to pitch the Vanilla Neos in order to special summon out our Ferris that we added off of our Shadow Mist effect. We are going to link all those together to make the 3 negate Appaloosa. We're going to activate the Miracle Fusion, banishing the Shadow Mist, banishing the Vanilla Neos to go ahead and make our Infernal Rage so that we can search out our favorite contact. So we found a way to, kind of get there. We're going to activate the Living Fossil so that we can link off both of those into our IP. And we're going to set our favorite contact and end our turn. He's got the second Imperm, goes ahead and hits our Appaloosa. He's going to special summon out the Ray. And yeah, I think this is, go ahead and link those off. I did this in the wrong order. And yeah, he's going to be able to chain the effect to go ahead and special summon out an extra deck monster. And he's also got triple talents thrust, which is really going to help him just like really get off in there, because like the ability to be able to search out his striker cards and stuff like really helps, or to be able to search out like just anything. Like triple talents thrust is like really good inside of his deck because it's going to allow him to get that extra spell inside of the graveyard to be able to trigger the extra effects of his striker stuff. So yeah, there goes the triple talents thrust, and he's going to be able to go ahead and start activating these cards. And the reasons why I said it was a bad mistake for me to do the unicorn first is because with the Shiny Neos Wingman, it's going to pop it, which allows him to ray and just like continue on. Like the Shining Neos Wingman didn't do anything. But then on the flip side, I also thought it would be better for me to be able to destroy multiple cards with my Shining Neos Wingman instead of one. And that's pretty much what's going to happen here. We're going to bring out our Shining Neos Wingman, and because of all the different attributes on the board, he'll be able to destroy, I believe I'll be able to destroy 3 cards. And yeah, we go ahead and destroy all 3 of those. But all he needs is this Widow anchor, and he's able to bring back the Ray, and yeah, the Shining Neo Swingman, and he's able to go into the other striker card, and he's got another Widow anchor. He attacks, links those off, then does Shizuku, and yeah, it's yeah, pretty much over. No follow-up here to think of, and yeah, we go ahead and special sub it out the Stratos. But this not being a normal hero deck, you know, but even in a normal hero deck with no cards in hand or anything like that, normal summoning Stratos doesn't do like a whole lot. You know, you need like another hero to go get Ferris or to make it useful or anything like that. So we just go ahead and concede that game right there. So like I said, you know, it's a pretty fun deck. I feel like maybe it could be a little bit more competitive, or I could be a whole lot better with it, because it does have the ability with some hands to loop, like, you know, 5 cards. I've done it. Like, I think there was like one game where I opened up with a Hero Lives, Neo Space Connector, and like Crosskeeper, and I was able to loop all 5 cards out of somebody's hands. So yeah, you know, it's a fun, cool deck. Don't recommend it if you got Unchained in your area, but you know, it is what it is. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. I believe the last day to enter is tomorrow. I appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video.
My wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he's shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at our world.